Very good morning to all my BBA second year students. Let us continue with the subject of business communication skills. In the last class, we already studied about the ingredients of business communication. Ingredients means elements or components of business communication, which we understand the better meaning of business communication. Why in our organizational or in our business communication is important, and what are the roles of a communication or the components of communication in business or an organization to achieve a common goal or achieve a common objective of the organization. In this class, we will simply study about the features of business communication. What are the features? Why communication is essential? What are the features, elements, components, after that the features? To understand the business communication and the concept of business communication clearly, we should learn about the features. Features in the sense the characteristics of business communication. What are the characteristics and features of business communication? Let us study one by one. The features are listed below. We will study accordingly. The first one is formal approach. Now, what do we understand by the term formal approach? That business communication deals with a formal approach or a formal content or a formal way. It approaches to the business organization or in an organization in a formal way. That is more organized, it is not a social thing or it is not a personal thing. The business communication is not a social thing, the business communication not a personal thing, but it is a formal way. Formal way of approaching in an organizational level, in a business level. That is, we understand by formal approach. Now, why it is in a formal way? Because it is different or it is in a different scenario from common communication. So, in the business communication, business is totally related to the formal terms and conditions, and so as the business communication should be in a formal approach to be understood better, to be utilized better, and the business communication is very effective if it is used in a formal approach. So, business communication is not a personal nor a social approach, but it is a formal approach in the sense that in an organization, formal communication comes in a better and effective way than rather than common communication. So, business communication is related and a formal way of approaching and communicating people in an organization. Second is cross-cultural connection. What do we understand by cross-cultural connection? Now, cross-cultural connection is within an organizational there are variety of people from different backgrounds, from different lifestyles, from different religions, from different cultures, coming together in an organization to achieve certain goals. The business communication plays the part of combining or constituting or integrating these people of different cultures together to form a business network or business communication all together. So, it is a cross-cultural connection between the people of different cultures, different backgrounds and different ethics. So, it connects, it combines, it integrates, it connects the different people of different background together. Business communication plays as a binding material or the binding unit to combine the cross-cultural connection or the cross-cultural people of different places together in an organization through the means of business communication. Coming down to the third part, that is U attitude. What do we understand by U attitude? U attitude is simply a profit-making scheme by using communication. Profit making scheme or profit making in an organization from audience or to audience. You attitude simply means to understand the better of you. You, what does it mean? When in a general sense or in a business sense, we address the audience, the people to whom we are communicating. The center are we, and we are communicating to the people. So the people, addressing people in a statement or in a set of communication or in the process of communication, and using the word you means indirectly or directly is the audience. So you attitude is simple, increasing the level of interest, increasing the level of usage, increasing or showing the benefits for you, the audience, for the process or for profit making of the business organization is ultimately defined as you attitude. If we are doing an advertisement, for example, if you are doing an advertisement, what is the use of the product is not necessary, but using the you attitude. What is the product will benefit you, the audience, is called as you attitude. You attitude is simply indicating the audience, preferring the audience, making aware the product to the audience, and making benefit for the audience is called as you attitude. Using the sentence you a number of times in the process of communication is the indication of you attitude in business communication. Let us come to the next, that is credibility. What do we understand by the term credibility? Credibility means understanding the audience and gaining their confidence, gaining their faith and confidence from the audience through the way of business communication. Through the way of business communication, attaining the faith and confidence of the audience is defined as credibility. And credibility is not that easy to get. Credibility of a product or in a business sense is not that easy to get. We have to make sure that the audience is convinced enough for the faith and confidence in our product or in our business, and it can be best done through the way of business communication. So business communication plays an important role in gaining the faith and gaining the confidence of the audience through our business communication skills. Through our communication skills, we can convince the mind, and we can read and convince the minds of the audience or the people to whom we want to convince about our business idea or our product or our business organization. So that is we called as credibility. Credibility is very important as it gaining the faith and confidence of the audience plays an important role in the profit making of the business. So credibility, increase in credibility is increase in profit. Directly or indirectly, increase in credibility is increase in the profit sector or the profit making process of a business organization. And how the credibility is done? It is done through the communication. The better the effective the communication is, the better the credibility will get from the audience. So credibility plays an important part in the role of business communication. Let us come to the fifth point. That is the important role of non-verbal communication. Of non-verbal communication. Now, in business communication, what is the importance of non-verbal communication? As we know that the verbal communication, verbal is a formal form, formal communication, and non-verbal is informal. So, how this non-verbal communication helps our business communication? Now, Making people understand the meaning of your communication or the message of your communication can become very easy and simple using the non-verbal form of communication, that is through actions, through symbols, or through hand gestures, or through facial expressions. Making people understand the message you want to convey them through the means of formal communication, through the means of verbal communication, along with the tie-up of non-verbal communication. Non-verbal means in the form of actions, in the form of eye contact, in the form of hand gestures, in the form of symbols. Making understand the message of communication in an organization very clear and simple to another person, the receiver of the message, with the help of both verbal and non-verbal means, is an easy and a simple way of communicating to the organizational people or the people outside the organization. So it becomes very effective of business communication if it is used in both if it uses both verbal and non-verbal form of communication. Now, coming down to the sixth part, that is rising competition. Now, what do we understand by the term rising competition in this today's scenario of business communication? It is not as old times, like to communicate with the people, it is not that easy. So, rising competition means making strategies, making plans for better communication to compete with the today's world. To compete with today's world, preparing a scenario, a plan, a strategy, a blueprint, how to communicate with the present generation, with the present scenario, with the current situation of the business is called as rising competition. You understand by the word competition, it is a term used to compare between rising competition. Now, the technology or the information technology has been in a rise. It has been in a path of rise. The technology we used in the past 10 years is not as the same we use in the current scenario. So the change in the technology also affect directly or indirectly the business communication or the part of business communication. So changing in technology, changing in the way of people, changing in the attitude of people affect the business communication, and it gives rises to competition. So to overcome that competition, a business or a business communication needs to plan, strategize, and to take a blueprint of the implementations of plans of future. The implementations of plans of future, a business communication needs to plan and strategize according to the modern information technology, according to the attitude of the people, according to the survey of the people, or according to the persons working in an organization. To bring all this together and to beat the competition, business need to have certain strategies and certain plannings for accomplishing all these elements together, which will ultimately beat the competition which arises in the market or inside the organization. So business rising competition is nothing but a business or a business communication should have a backup plan or to have a strategy or a blueprint of its plan to implementation of modern technology, to deal with the modern technologies and the modern scenario or the youth of the country who are currently so directly and indirectly it enhances the level of business communication and the level of the organization a bit up through the strategies plans made by a business communication or business enterprise to overcome the competition. That is the little meaning of rising competition. Let us come to the next part. speaking less is a feature of communication. Now, in the process of communication, there are two things, that is speaking and listening. Now, speaking less in the sense not to communicate, it is not the literal meaning of speaking less, but to listen more. To speak exactly and to the point, exactly, correctly and to the point, and listening the opinions of others or listening the opinions of the audience is very crucial and very important in the part of business communication. So, speaking less is nothing but to just make out the important point or the important part of your communication in few sentences and listening to what the other person or the audience have to say to you to make an effective communication. Understanding the audience is very important in the way of communication rather than saying your part. We can communicate also by listening to the other person. Not only the speaking plays an important part in the process of communication, but also the listening also plays an important part. So, listening to the other person or the listening to the audience in a business communication is very essential to understand the mindset, the ideology of the audience, and to progress in the business accordingly. So, speaking less is also a feature of business communication, as it is a formal approach. The speaking to point and up to the mark is very important and necessary in the part of business communication. Now, question and answer. Now, what is this question and answer feature in business communication? Now, if you are communicating to the audience may have questions about a product or about the message you are communicating to them. The message or the product you are communicating through your business communication to the audience. The audience may peel off questions of various kinds. So, at the center of the message or the person who is communicating to the audience should be well aware of every scenario and every aspect of the product or the communication or the message sent by him to the audience. Every aspect should be well known and precisely known by the person who is communicating with the audience. Who the sender of the message should be aware of what he is presenting, to whom he is presenting, and what are the benefits of it. Any question may arise by the audience, and the person communicating to the audience must be well aware of the answers to be given to the audience. Now, coming down to the next point, that is keeping interest of audience. Interest of the audience. What do we understand by this and why it is an important feature of business communication? Now, in our lifetime, we already have attended some seminars, some public speaking and some speeches. Now, the speaker should have that capacity to attract the audience, to maintain the interest of the audience. Then only the people around listen to what the speaker is trying to say. So as in business communication also, the speaker or you can say the sender of the message should attract his customers to maintain the interest in the customers or the audience. And how it can, to understand the interest of the audience, it should focus on the audience. It should understand the audience or the receiver of the message, what exactly he is trying to communicate, what exactly is his motive behind making the message communicated from the sender to the receiver. Making understand the people to whom you are communicating, and to maintain the interest of the people to whom you are communicating. The receivers, the audience should be interested in the part where you are communicating the product or your business or you're communicating through the business communication. So interest of the audience plays a crucial or important part in the future of business communication. As the interest of the audience involves in the involvement of the audience in the business activities. As the interest becomes the involvement of audience or the receivers in the process of communication or in the business organization. Coming back to the last point, that is conclusion. Understand by conclusion. Conclusion is not only the ending of communication. The ending part of communication, not only the ending of communication is not called as conclusion, but to receive the feedback of the communicated message, to receive the feedback from the audience of the communicated message is called as the conclusion. So it should enhance that the communication or the part of communication which is conveyed to the audience is effective or not. Is either effective or it's not effective can be known by the way of feedback. So sending the message and receiving the feedback completes the entire process of communication or business communication. So the conclusion is not only ending part of communication from the sender to receiver, but also receiving the feedback of the receiver to the sender, again back to the sender, is the complete scenario or the complete process of business communication. That's all for the features of communication. In the next coming class, we'll learn about the role of business communication in an organization, the role and the importance of business communication in an organization. Thank you so much.